All right, gamers, get ready, because today we're going deep on something kind of different.
Yeah, we're not talking about strategies or reviews.
Nope. Today's deep dive is all about how we actually get our hands on those games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Remember those trips to the game store? The smell of a brand new game? That feeling?
Oh, yeah, totally.
But is that, like, fading away?
Well, Gamerhead has been looking into how people are buying games these days.
Okay,
And in
and
2023, get this, 89.5% of game sales were digital downloads.
whoa, so that brings...
Physical games are only making up like 10.5% of the market now.
Wow, so basically for every 10 games sold, only one is a physical copy.
Exactly.
That is a huge change. Like, I haven't bought a CD in forever, so I guess this makes sense.
Yeah.
But did this happen, like, all of a sudden?
It's been a gradual shift, actually. Back in 2008,
Yeah.
spending on physical game discs in the U.S. alone, it's dropped, like over 85%.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah. I mean, those packed game store shelves, they really are becoming kind of like ghost towns.
Yeah, it's like tumbleweeds rolling through the aisles. Seriously.
Pretty much.
But, okay, but why is this happening?
Right.
I mean, it can't just be because people don't want to go to the store, right?
I mean, yeah, convenience is a big part of it.
Okay.
Think about online stores, digital downloads.
Yeah.
You can just browse, buy, start playing.
Right, from your couch.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. No driving, no crowds.
yeah, shelf space, yeah.
And then you have those subscription services.
Oh, yeah.
Like Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Get access to all those games.
For a monthly fee, it's like...
For one fee, yeah. And it makes it way less risky to try new games.
It's like the try before you buy, but for games, I love that.
Exactly.
And sometimes you just, I want it now.
Oh, absolutely.
And you just gotta get it.
Yeah, that instant gratification.
Oh, one of the Game Rant users, Philip, I think.
Yeah, I remember that comment.
They said digital totally feeds that I want it now vibe.
Totally.
But maybe
that's not always a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little delayed gratification
Yeah.
might actually make us appreciate the games even more.
You know what? That's a good point.
Makes you think.
It really does.
It does. Okay, so digital is convenient.
Mhm.
It's risk-free.
Yeah.
It feeds that, like, instant gratification.
Yep.
But what about the people who still want that physical copy?
Right.
Like, are we going extinct?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Gamerant had some really good points from users who,
Yeah.
who prefer physical.
Uh-huh.
Like, remember Mazo Kuranma?
Oh, yeah.
They said they actually like buying physical because of the deals.
Oh, that's true.
You can find some pretty good sales.
Yeah, and plus there's that, like,
Oh.
feeling of actually owning the game.
Totally. Adding it to your collection's a whole ritual.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
It's like, I really prefer a real book
Right.
to, like, an ebook.
Yeah, I get that.
I get why people feel that way about games, too. So it seems like there's, like, pros and cons to both.
Definitely.
But one company I'm thinking about with all this is Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
They're known for those family-friendly games and consoles, and they haven't really gone digital as quickly.
Not as quickly as, like, Sony or Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting.
Right.
It's a tough spot.
Their president, Shintaro Furukawa,
Okay.
he actually said they're sticking with physical releases.
Really?
Yeah, but he also knows that digital is, it's growing.
Yeah, of course.
So they're trying to keep those loyal fans who like the physical games,
Right.
but also they gotta stay, relevant.
We got to move with the times, yeah.
Exactly.
It's like walking a tightrope.
It really is.
And this whole shift to digital, it's not just in the U.S.
Nope, it's global.
Oh, really?
Last year, Europe had a big jump in digital sales.
Wow.
PlayStation 5, especially. So, yeah, it's like this digital wave. It's hitting all over the world. And at different speeds, it seems like.
Different platforms, different speeds. Yeah, it's fascinating.
It really is. This really makes you think about where gaming is going,
It does.
And this brings us to you, dear listener.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you stand in all of this?
Yeah, what role do physical games have in your life?
Are you like a collector? Holding on to those physical copies?
Or have you, like, gone totally digital?
Or maybe you're somewhere in between, right?
Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
It is. Think about the games you really remember.
Yeah,
The ones that really stuck with you.
the ones that made an impact.
Are those memories, like, tied to the physical game?
Right.
Or are they all digital?
That's a good question.
I have such strong memories of blowing on those old Nintendo cartridges
Oh, yeah.
to try and get them to work. I don't know if I'll have that with downloads.
Yeah, I get that.
There's something about, like, holding the game.
There's something about that physical connection.
Yeah, the weight of the controller, that sound of the disc spinning.
Totally.
Even that smell when you open a new game.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the experience.
It's like reading a physical book versus an e-book.
I know what you mean.
There's something special about a real book, you know?
Definitely.
And this makes me think, could game stores be going the way of bookstores?
It's possible. I mean, we've seen it already.
Yeah.
With Walmart and Best Buy, they're already phasing out physical games.
It's kind of sad in a way.
It is, but it's the way things are going, I guess.
Yeah, but it makes you think about game preservation.
Oh, that's a big one.
With a physical copy, you know, you have the game.
I have it, yeah.
But what happens when these digital platforms shut down?
That's a really good point.
What happens to our games?
It's a valid concern.
It is.
I mean, think about those rare games or like niche games.
Yeah.
They could just disappear.
It's kind of scary.
It really raises questions about like ownership.
Yeah.
In the digital age. You know, do we really own these games?
That is a mind bender.
It is. It's almost philosophical.
It really is. How are we going to preserve our gaming history?
That's the question.
Okay, let's imagine for a second.
Okay.
What if physical games became like collector's items?
Like super rare.
Yeah. Would you miss them?
I think I would, yeah.
I think I would too.
It's like holding a piece of history.
Totally.
Like a first edition book or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's connection to the past.
I can totally see myself, you know,
yeah,
on a reality TV show, hunting for old games.
Like a digital treasure hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great image.
But there's also the practical side of physical games, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You don't need the internet.
Nope.
No server outages, no updates.
Just pure gaming.
Imagine you're stranded, like on a desert island.
Okay, yeah.
But you have a solar-powered console and a stack of games.
You'd be set, huh?
You would. But it makes you think about, like, resilience, you know?
Yeah, in a world that's always connected.
Exactly. Physical games give you that independence.
Like an offline backup.
Yes, exactly.
It's interesting to think about.
But while we're talking about all this, technology is still evolving.
And it never stops.
Who knows what the future holds?
Right. We might see things we haven't even imagined yet.
Like, what if VR gets so good that it's, like, indistinguishable from reality?
Whoa.
Or AR that, like, puts digital things in our world.
It's mind-blowing to think about.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
And that's what makes all this so fascinating.
It really is.
We're not just talking about now or even the past.
Nope.
We're talking about the future of gaming.
The future of how we play, how we experience games.
And that future is still being written.
Exactly.
And it's up to us, you know, as gamers, to decide what role physical and digital will play.
We have a say in this.
We do, but no matter what, I think we can all agree that games connect us.
They do.
They take us to other worlds.
And they create memories.
Absolutely. It's amazing how much gaming has changed, even just since we were kids.
Oh, yeah. The evolution is constant.
And with all this, like, physical versus digital stuff, it comes down to what matters to you. You know?
Yeah, exactly. What do you prioritize when you play games?
Is it that, like, instant gratification? Or that nostalgia?
Do you want to own the game? Or maybe a little of everything.
There's no right answer. Right. It's about what matters to each person.
Totally.
But understanding the bigger picture, like how tech is changing how we play games.
Yeah, it helps us make better choices.
Right. It's like becoming a smarter gamer.
Exactly. You're in control of the experience.
And honestly, this goes way beyond gaming.
I agree.
Think about music, books, movies.
It's all changing.
Yeah, how is tech affecting them? What are we trading off?
Those are the questions to ask.
They are, and sometimes it's good to just, like, appreciate the classics.
Oh, totally.
Like that old Atari in your attic or your board games.
Yeah, there's something timeless about them.
Yeah, they're grounding in this crazy digital world.
I like that word, grounding. That's exactly it.
It reminds us that even in the digital age, the physical world still matters.
Things we can hold, share with others.
It speaks to the power of games, really.
Absolutely, no matter what form they take.
So that's it for our deep dive into physical versus digital.
I hope this got everyone thinking.
I hope it got you thinking about your gaming habits.
Maybe you see things a little differently now.
Maybe. Thanks for joining us on this journey.
It's been a fun one.
It has. Until next time, keep on gaming.
And keep on learning.
Absolutely.